Hello, Hopozo Seth Chawani here. I'm not a blogger. I'm a radio personality. I just miss work, so I thought, since I won't be on air for like another week, how about I just do this, just to share my thoughts with you guys out there. So it came to me that too many of us are very much focused on the life out here, you know, such that we forget the life that's in here. We are often very ready to take care of the outer man, making sure that he's well shaved, looks good, and all of that. But we don't take time and invest time in taking care of the inner man, who, in my opinion, is the first line of man inside of every individual out there. If I don't take off Hopoto in here, the soul part of me, the spirit side of me, I'm most likely not to express him properly so out here. So first the internal, then the external. So there is a garden in here that is messy, and it will be left in a very messy state if nobody attends to it. It will be left in a messy state if nobody takes the time to want to till it into it realizing its utmost beauty, natural beauty. I've been a better person than I've ever been in my whole life, because I not only grew as a person, but I became in sync with who I am, you know, and it makes it seamless so to express who you already are if you dared to challenge yourself to find who you are beyond the usual norms, beyond what religion has taught you, what tradition has taught you, what culture has taught you, what the society has taught you, or even who your family say you are. Because it is very easy to be trapped in an incubator of other people's thoughts and opinions around who you are, and you stifle in as far as even expressing that is concerned. Because what I think I've learned lately is that the spirit man and our subconscious, the more we listen to the internal voice inside of ourselves, they somehow will lead us to a place of who we really are, because they somehow know who you really are, and we try to suppress all of those thoughts because they are not the commonly embraced, commonly expected kind of thoughts. So what I do lately, I post a lot of videos of me reading. I post a lot of videos of me thinking. And I've identified that social media is my number one distraction. As a person in radio and stuff, there's always this urge to want to know what is happening around me and stuff. So and it is easy to get distracted and lose focus on your journey as a person to becoming the better version of yourself. So what I do lately, I take a lot of short clips of me reading some quotes. Could be a line from a book that stands out, be it a Bible or whatever, that stands out, that hits me hard, something that would require for me to ruminate upon for as long as I can. So I would take those things and plug them on my WhatsApp status, and plug them on my Facebook status, plug them on Twitter, plug them on Instagram, whatever social media platform that has so much power over me. So I would plug them there. And every time I have an urge and a temptation to go to social media to interact with people, the first thing that I would do is to go to my story on Facebook, or the first thing I do on WhatsApp is go to my statuses on WhatsApp and listen to the voices of my head, listen to my own thoughts expressed through my own voice. And somehow that has helped me to stay grounded and focused on the course ahead of me, and not lose track of whatever it is that I'm constructing, and allowing God to construct in me as well. So what I'm trying to say is that we need to all find that that place within ourselves where we can be in sync with who we really are, and not even be afraid to express who we are. Because at the end of the day, who you are is who you are. No matter how you may try to run away from that person, you'll always go back to that person. And it would be very tragic that when you go back to who you are, or when you decide to make that conscious decision that, I think I want to pursue who I am, and you find that you've never done any work inside of yourself. You're still trailing behind. The world is going that way. You're still going that way. You're still chasing other superficial things, where else there could be more real and lasting primal things, like getting in sync with your primal power, getting in sync with your being. We don't work out as often as we should, because we don't see the necessity of that. Yet we have all these big dreams that we want to achieve, and we're forgetting that with bad health you will die prematurely, and then you will never live to live your dreams. So there's a lot of things that if you allow yourself to put them in perspective for yourself, it becomes some natural law to self, and fulfilling those things does not even feel like an obligation, because it's almost like a natural obligation, not one that needs some serious enforcement or whatever the case may be. So yeah, those are some of the things that I've just been thinking about, that let's focus on the man inside, and watch how this one on the outside can literally just catch a glow. The luminosity of what's in here, it's expressed outside here, but there's work that needs to be done here. And a lot of us, I know, especially Christians, we're on some I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and because we take it by faith, but there's work that follows afterwards. Even the Bible does say that faith without work is dead. So as much as we take things by faith, there's some work that is required still. So let's do this again tomorrow. Thank you.